I'm a good boy. Such a good boy. I'm a good boy.
No.
Vaping has
No. Mm-mm. 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 Wow. I know this is a reaction channel, but I'm actually speechless right now. They got homie on his knees, begging for the vape. Guy strokes his head, and yeah, you saw where the vape was. But anyways, let's get into the video.
officially gone too far. Because someone please explain to me what possesses you to get on your knees and act like you're sucking your friends off just to hit a vape, all while on camera. The only other time you see behavior similar to this is when you're dealing with crackheads. Crackheads are probably the only group of people who will compromise or just straight out forsake their dignity just to partake in their drug of choice. And this isn't me making fun of them or anything. They literally can't help it. Their brain has literally changed in a way where they can't survive without the drug. A crackhead will literally lick shit off the floor if it has some drugs mixed into it. No exaggeration. And I know some of you guys might think I'm joking or I'm being dramatic, but I'm being so serious.
Yeah, and also I have a colleague that actually vapes, and there was a time where we asked the question like how do you feel when you don't have it? And she would say sometimes she would actually go crazy if she somehow loses it in the house somewhere. And like I've seen on the videos online as well, like this thing is actually very addictive. But bro, to get you down on your knees, my guy, nah, begging for the thing on camera, jeez, hell no.
You don't want to know what happened in the rest of that video, but all I'm gonna say is shit went down.
Oh wait, what is this video? I swear I had no idea what I was getting myself into. What? Nah.
Alright, but if you actually do want to see that video, it's gonna be my Patreon link in the description. You know, people will swear up and
Why do you have it? Why do you have it on your page? Why? No, I don't want to see it. I don't. Jeez.
down that they're not addicted to these less potent drugs like weed or vape, but you take those drugs away from them for a short while and all of a sudden they don't know how to act. They're all manic. I've literally seen people lose their vape, and the way they get so frantic, you would have thought they lost their $1 billion lottery ticket.
Motherfucker, where is it?
Their vape.
Where the is it? I swear to God.
They're literally shaking a couch upside.
Yeah, and like most of you will think, okay, this is just a TikTok video, but it actually gets like this, bro. It gets like this thing is actually very addictive. Like if you have a friend, like someone who's starting in this vape culture, like please, bro, try your best to stop them. Goddamn.
Down. Me yesterday. This is actually really relatable. It be getting to that point. No, because same. No, but I get it. It's always this serious for me. Going literally anywhere without your vape. She's running. The out of breath that quick was so real. Relating on being unhealthy at a young.
The only thing I would run back home for my wallet and my phone. Yeah, that's about it. Anything other than that, wallet and phone.
Young age is just insane. And if you really want to get an idea of just how serious and harmful the vaping crisis is, just go to Facebook and type in kids vaping. You'll literally see a bunch of parents posting their kids who fell victim to vapes. They're trying to use their kids as a cautionary tale for other parents. Teenage boys' lungs collapse after vaping 4 disposables a week for 3 years. The kid is 17. Stop vaping, y'all. My son had to go to the hospital today because he was coughing up blood and had severe chest pain. was a victim to a lace vape. 13-year-old will never be the same after bullies gave him fentanyl lace vape. Zach Corona suffered devastating lifelong effects after being pressured by school bullies to vape a pen laced with fentanyl and marijuana. And it's crazy because on platforms like TikTok or Instagram, you'll see young people promoting or poking fun at drug use. But on Facebook, where you have actual parents, all you see is these devastating pictures and stories. My first vape, 9+ months old. Yeah, we're officially cooked. We're so cooked.
What is this? Nah. Hey, let's know where to draw the line, eh? Let's know where we can actually draw the line with these things.
You know, I always thought that since we're the generation who grew up with like a bunch of TV shows and movies where you had these characters who had bright futures, who get introduced to drugs, and you know, their whole life would end up getting derailed because they turn into crackheads. Or you know those cautionary tale smoking commercials like the lady who had a hole in her throat and had a really raspy voice.
I'm married, and I used to be a smoker. I want to give you some tips about getting ready in the morning. Love your name. Then your head redefined. And now you're ready for the day. I was a cheerleader. I was on the homecoming court. It faced my heart to see teenagers smoking. Because I started smoking when I was a teenager.
I thought that since we all grew up watching these things, that we all came to
Like, if that doesn't make you stop smoking, bro, then I really don't know what will, my guy. Like, yo. Yeah, I don't want to sound like that when I'm old, bro. I want to have my normal voice, bro. Yeah, but the thing is, when you warn people more, you tell someone not to stop, not to do something, they actually want to do it more. So yep, there goes the price of the vape and cigarettes.
an understanding, a consensus that we're not gonna go down the same path, we're not gonna make the same obvious mistakes. But I guess common sense isn't so common. And the sad part is these kids fell to the same perpetrator that their parents and their grandparents probably fell to: big tobacco. The smoking industry has pulled off one of the biggest rebrands in modern history. Just because it's shaped like a USB stick and it comes in neon colors and has all these fruity flavors like mango, pineapple, peach, doesn't mean it's any better than that smelly cigarette. Although cigarettes have more toxins and higher cancer risk, vapes have higher nicotine exposure. And another aspect is that cigarettes
and all those chemicals that they put inside those, like, these companies are trying so hard to make these things so appealing to so many people. And a lot of us is like are falling for it, man. Like, look, I understand when you get addicted to something, when you attach to something, very difficult to stop. But if you have some sense left in your brain, if you can at least, bro, please put the vape and the cigarette down. God damn. Put it down for your own health, man. Like, start taking your life a bit more serious, man. Don't do these things. Like, you might not see, you know, the damage that it's doing to your lungs right now, but in the long run, bro, I mean, shit, you are going to regret it.
have a natural stopping point. You finish one and then you pause. Now, of course, you might pull out another cigarette, but at least that's another deterrent to prevent more smoking. But with a vape, you can just continually inhale. And although vapes are just as bad and sometimes even worse than cigarettes, part of the reason why they had such great PR, especially when they first hit the scene, is because they weren't sold like drugs. They were more sold like tech products. They got a sleek design, minimalist branding, flavors that sound like smoothies, not substances. I mean, who wouldn't want to try mango peach or some other fruity tropical flavor that sounds like your favorite juice? And you see, vapes entered the world under the guise of being the smoking alternative. It wasn't seen as a vice. And because vapes have less toxins, if someone saw you vaping, they'd think, oh, at least they're not using a cigarette. But see, the tricky part came into play, and I'm sure this is all by design, when vapes went from being viewed as less harmful to not harmful at all. And I mean, it's not hard to see how these big corporations can make this possible. Once upon a time, even doctors were promoting cigarettes.
You know, if you were to follow a busy doctor as he makes his daily round of calls, you'd find yourself having a mighty busy time keeping up with him. Time out for many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. And because they know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette, they're particular about the brand they choose. In a repeated national...
I actually didn't know that. A doctor promoting cigarettes, bro. I didn't know that. Well, maybe that's why you got so many old people addicted to this thing. Because, I mean, they've seen this. I mean, this is before my time. I'm not a dinosaur, but this is way before my time. So maybe this is why you got a lot of elderly people smoking these things.
Doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to this repeated nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Why not change to Camels for the next 30 days and see what a difference it makes in your smoking enjoyment?
And what adults and young people really need to understand is that these big corporations are super deceptive. They don't follow any moral guidelines. They'll use misleading language to dumb down the severity of vaping, or make flavors and use branding that matches your favorite candy, or make things like smart vape phones. I mean, these things literally come with a touchscreen, the ability to call,
and do you guys actually see what they're doing with this, right? They are combining two very addictive things to one product: technology and smoking. Like, come on, guys. Like, you need to wake up. Like, this is so in your face right now. Because, I mean, imagine, right? Let's just picture this. You can answer a call on your vape, send messages, make calls, play music, check the weather. Basically, it's like another phone that you have. So why would you leave it at home? So this is now giving you every single reason to carry it with you. Like, come on, guys, it's right in your face. It's right there in your face. They don't want you to put this thing down. They don't want you to overcome this addiction. It's up to you. Make the decision, my guy.
text and receive social notifications, games, phone locator, camera control, battery, and I mean, it's pretty obvious to see who they're appealing to. They know just how addicted young people are to their phones. They really said, let's just use the pre-existing addiction they already have to phones and just alley-oop, you know, introduce a new addiction in there. Using one addiction to introduce a new addiction is just diabolical work. But you know what, since you're already here, why don't
it's not diabolical work, it's smart work.
I try to de-influence you and give you some vaping stats. Did you know that one vaping pod can contain as much nicotine as 1 to 2 packs of cigarettes? Did you know that some daily vapers consume more nicotine than a pack-a-day smokers? Did you know that more than 25% of high school students have tried vaping? Did you know that nicotine exposure during adolescence can increase the risk of anxiety, depression, and attention disorders? Honestly, drug use is always going to be a losing game. Instead of facing and working through your problems head on, thinking you can resort to a drug as a stress reliever is only a detriment to yourself. You can't be trying to smoke and drink away all the pain and stress. Sometimes you really gotta just feel it. You gotta experience that pain because it builds character. And for anyone who feels like they're currently addicted to any sort of drug, I hope this next clip helps.
I was addicted to vaping nicotine for 3 years, and I had a really tough time quitting. And I was able to quit 4 years ago on this day because I employed 3 simple strategies, and I want to talk to those in this video, and I think they're applicable to any addiction that you might be struggling with. The first strategy is removing myself from the situation. My biggest triggers were when I would go to the bars, when I would be drinking alcohol, and when I would be around other people that would be vaping. It was the hardest to quit in those situations. So I decided that I would quit the winter break of my sophomore year of college, because I was at home and I was out of all of those situations. The second strategy that I employed is that you need to replace your dopamine.
I got an insane amount of dopamine from vaping, and I needed to get some sort of dopamine. So instead of vaping, I got really into fitness and focusing on my nutrition and focusing on going to the gym every single day. And that winter break, I was literally in the gym every single day, and getting dopamine from that was able to help replace the dopamine that I was getting from vaping. And the third strategy is that you should track your progress. For me, I downloaded this app that told me how much money and how much time I was saving from not vaping, or the amount of days that I hadn't vaped for. And the money thing was huge for me because I've always kind of been a thrifty and stingy person, and seeing that money stack up was so insane to see. And at the height of my vaping, I was buying a $20 vape every 4 days. So I was spending around $5 a day on vaping. And now, if I look at it, my app...
In the last 4 years, I have saved $9,300 from not vaping, which is almost as much money as I spent on my first car, and I spent $6,700 on my 3-month European backpacking trip.
Okay.
So not only was I trading my health, not only was I trading my dopamine, but I was also trading potentially a really cool real-world experience. So if you are struggling with an addiction, remember to just remove yourself from the situation, replace your dopamine, and track your progress, and you can do it too.
And look, who uses vapes, please don't be this individual.
5-year-old MPS student forced to vape inside a school bathroom.
They were alerted to the video on March 3rd.
If you're a grown-up, exercise your free will. If you're an older kid and vaping is what you choose to do, that's on you. But please do not give it to babies, bro. That is not a joking matter. Babies and little kids are a lot more fragile than you. I don't want to have to read about some baby passing away from being forced to vape. This video of a baby being made to vape was already sad enough as is. With that being said, though, if you...
Yeah, great video, bro. Great video. But yeah, like I said earlier on, like, we need to know where to draw the line with these things. Like, it's not a joke. I mean, I know social media, we tend to make everything funny, a joke, just to get that viral clip and all that. But yeah, let's know where to draw the line with these things. Kids, keep the kids away from this, like far away as possible from these things. You don't want a small child to get addicted at a very young age, and when they grow up, you know, it's a whole different story. But let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, before I go off, road to 200 subscribers. Peace out.